Things have been looking really rough for Natlan lately. There are more and more commissions from the Adventurers Guild, and they're all related to the Abyss. Just waiting around won't do us any good. Let's go and see if there's anything we can do to help.
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
You two have come just in time. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford... So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers... Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed for... Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information, rather... So please also take a chance to relax, you two.
So that's the plan! Whew, we can finally stop and take a break. Paimon knows that! It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing!
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom. Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now? Get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names! Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge... yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Shine down! Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in...
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're... No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge and she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now. No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just... the Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we... Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be... But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name. But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged, even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create.
Seems the Wayab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone, yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to... In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Oh, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
The key is getting the Wayab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record...
We heard the voice of a Wayab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wayab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to... Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that... I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wayab. The first person who comes to mind is Seatlali at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her Spirit Speaker's Stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm sure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Well, yeah. At the cost of her Spirit Speaker Stone being split into two.
Great going, Mawika. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the... I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say. Please just give me a moment to write the letter. and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Sounds good! We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
Water jet!
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanichi. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her. Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions.
Seat Lolly knows him too?
Given how the Masters of the Night Wind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's gotta be
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lolly could be the first one to notice.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's work?
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking this.
This is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of Mollypo Kanichi. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lolly can meet at the stadium in 2 days. Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
Water jet!
Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Seat Lolly did not reply to our request.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kanichi a response?
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person.
That's true. Let's go! everybody.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under...
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of toll. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Wait, you're Seat Lolly? You're Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatstly. But emphasis on Eatstly, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but, she's actually pretty young. It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that your case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got...
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're...
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already... But, of course... It's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology, only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual.
Anyway,
Correct. The situation isn't like...
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge, and you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. Like?
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us.
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you. Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. O weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribe.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is but I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroron.
The Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring— I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for— He has always lived alone. And I found a broken jar in his house. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and—
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living— That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of every— In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with—
You can count on us!
All right, then let's start by heading to where this is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. Or, however, I doubt anyone would believe me. Given
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so...
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant. And he learned a lot from us. And once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place. Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we've found... He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time. And since they were disturbed, they Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
Oh, right. I forgot you... here, give me your hand. How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my...
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like...
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that? What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm... But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns. But... or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Don't...
Huh? Was that Seat Lolly's voice?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there! Yeah, judging by...
Wait. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize... We've got to find him. Fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying... if they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have... no. I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well.
are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled. I can also smell a mix of elements in the...
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense...
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after...
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's...
Given there are 2 signals leading from... I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Let's meet up again later. Roran, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. You little brat.
And off she goes! Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response. So you were thinking the same thing! Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads. She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture.
Go!
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead. Did you find something? Huh. So we can't tell where our... That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those Fatui with him.
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth. I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroran, the one you've been searching for. Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking...
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you. And I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Mount. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground?
See, Lolly! He froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground!
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry, we can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to...
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your... In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now. Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind, but if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard. Look over there.
Huh? I don't think she's...
That's Auroron.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocked.
Huh? Okay,
Wow.
Seems see, Lolly's struggling to control her.
Are you ready? On my count. You're still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Put your back into it! No escape!
Coming at ya! Watch out!
No This should be fun!
Oh!
Everybody stand back!
It isn't time for a break
Hey
yet!
there!
Bombs away!
Not breaking a sweat!
Oh!
Hey there!
Attack! That's the way.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
This should be fun!
Shine down!
It isn't time to help!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Watch out!
Send this quickly!
Silver send-up! From the Spina with love.
Put your back into it! My word!
Coming at ya! Attack! That's the way. Hey there!
Everybody stand back!
Let's end this
Torn to
quickly!
oblivion!
Wipe out!
You can't run!
Coming at ya!
Have a load of this!
Hey there!
Ida! This one's well done!
Fire!
I see through you!
With illusion shattered!
Don't be a killjoy! You've only just begun!
Let's light it up!
You can't run!
Shine down!
This one's well done! You need to hurry up! Roast and fry! This one's well done! You need to hurry up! Roast and fry!
Hey there!
You need to hurry up! This one's well done! Roasted fried! Come close!
Everybody stand back!
Now you shall perish!
Through!
Auroron!
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's...
And greetings to you too.
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not?
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are...
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just, Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this... Haven't I told you 100 times since...
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next...
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more...
Next time? Oh, good one. They didn't hurt...
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's...
Okay. Now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after...
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey! I'm no ordinary granny! Would they really dare to come at— Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
Your vegetables?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Lali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the Speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Whew! Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal. Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, thank you!
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now. Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Goodbye, Gramps.
We're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What is it, Traveler? What? The captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you? Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Seat Lally and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along. Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but... Illusion shattered!
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap. What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Ugh, and what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash, and that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa's plan?
I knew you to be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, and now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Something? Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly! When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well,
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so...
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear...
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this... You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Why did you help the captain? No answer? Think you're being smart? Really? Just use your brain for a second. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to—
Why is he staring?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me?
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well,
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty—
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history.
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time.
His voice.
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time— little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely—
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he—
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth. We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's—
There is no escape!
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about—
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can—
then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and—
How did this become Paimonville? Sweet Lolly looks quite down on herself. All right. It's on Paimon this time, so you can just sit back and enjoy, Sweet Lolly.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take—
Are you sure?
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the—
Sure, that's fine with us.
Don't worry. I'm sure a Ju—
Shine down! There is no escape!
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of...
But Paimon...
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss!
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my! It's not every day you get to see Granny.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No one.
Wait, so you call her Granny T?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny. I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you.
Well then, you have mine.
Seat Lally? Seat Lally?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name.
Are you still with us, Seat Lally?
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and come on, monster?
Granny Seat Lally, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising... oh yeah, and I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open?
Behind this pitch black curtain, a chapter of hatred.
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks.
Is this another specialty of the...
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Sitlali herself.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now... Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Phew.
Okay. You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
Are you feeling okay?
There's so much...
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other...
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're...
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about
actually...
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
This is so... You heard...
It's okay, Seat Lally. You had...
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own, it's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in...
So that, happens to you.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Take a walk with me.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything.
Shine down!
Well, great view, right?
Wow, it's beautiful!
You're making me want.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't.
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just. Let's just have a casual conversation.
Really? You don't seem like.
Well, I guess I used to be more. And you're right. I don't usually. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might have.
But you're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that.
Well, you are powerful. Are they
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. What about you? Are you scared of me?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You know, I make people realize that... Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's...
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you...
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And Auroran's not like other people. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. No one knows who his parents were. He was just... The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. A possibility. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the...
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now, you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting? Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess, everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything. He asks this question.
Wait, what?
He knows that. But he still feels guilty. Auroran maybe he chose to work with the Fatui.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come... You don't look so good, Zila.
Probably drank too much. Okay. Forget that. I need...
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said...
Good point. Well, I'll go... Friends. I like the sound of that.
Auroran's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. But she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning. For now, let's... outside. Paimon still has me asleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
You're already here.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole thing. Anyway, I was also woken up. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including...
The Abyss attacked again?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the The stadium could always use more manpower, so I'm done making excuses for him. He's not... I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report, but I should be able to convince them to let me go back. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to She... Thank you. Alright, I need to...
She left in a hurry? The situation... Oh, looks like a lot...
Traveler, over here! Oh, perfect. Our star Outlander has appeared.
Oh, you're all here! But, what?
Just my way of saying how awesome you are.
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echo.
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my...
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the... What about you guys? We could go together. Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Who knows? Maybe yours truly... That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly,
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting...
Koichi, do we really...
Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a—
That's all right. We're also in a hurry. We're gonna go—
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's I will answer you honestly, but you must help. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan. But the Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into—
Wait, you can use souls to—
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to— Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk. But after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming, having a contingency plan is our duty. Still, this has always been a well-kept—
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found a—
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down. So he— Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me. Even if just for a second.
Not even a little! We would never— Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity. So now that you have your answer—
You scared Paimon.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assign—
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several— Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then—
Wait, you're going to fight in person?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines. I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people— Anyway, even if we respond to these threats, I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night, I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise— Now I just need to find the right time to disclose—
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response.
All right, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Moani. She can't be—
No need to worry about me.
Quick, over here! To safety!
Kachina!
happened?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rest.
We'll go together. Stay safe. We've got this. Mountain boil! Stay safe. We've got this. Hear the echoes of the valley!
Get back! Check this out! That's the lock!
Bombs away! Water jet! Yeah.
Let's go, Swirly!
All right. Let the mountain's veins boil!
Clear the area!
Go!
Catch an epic wave! Let's ride! Amazing! Shockwave!
Yeah!
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank...
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the... By the way, where's Seat Lolly?
The Masters of the Nightwind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe.
That makes sense. Alright, this isn't a good place to talk.
Illusion shattered! Looks like a few people were hurt after all.
The Abyss? Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors and just... You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the...
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time.
You really are an eternal optimist, Moon.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon. Honestly, if he has the same
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the and, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no—
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like she wasn't holding any—
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has never heard of it?
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what—
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence officers, with how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we—
I was just about to ask. Count me in. If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people— Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do what you do. You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. All right. See you all later.
Oh, you betcha!
There is no escape!
Moika! Oh, Chaska and Koichi are here! Wait.
I'm fine. No need to worry.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided—
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened. Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers. Over there.
You're right. That's a traveling... Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel...
Thank you so much.
We don't expect anything in return. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret.
Oh, okay.
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours.
Got it. Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain.
Exactly. We could be onto... Still, there was no trade. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this...
It's too early to say. Let's...
So this is where they were headed. Looks...
Koichi, wait for me here.
Oh, no you don't. How are you...
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe...
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find...
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me any...
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for... I'm confident I can protect myself.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating... You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something...
All right. If we start arguing this...
Guess that means I win. Don't worry.
All right. Same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hands. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need... Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. That's it. Now's my chance.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep... Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew! That was close. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait! I've got it!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh! It stinks!
What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing?
I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed the people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. Come get me, Chaska?
That's Koichi's signal. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is complete. Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it?
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy
all right. If you're not gonna take the... Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they
It seems like they're looking for a dragon. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day.
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for. Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think?
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Time.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You'll regret that! After them!
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. It looked like they were waiting, though. So
Koichi got injured trying to get them off your...
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to...
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right?
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your...
I know. I'm already
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after... The device is a complete mystery.
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve... Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar...
I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to... I prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude.
My patience. That's...
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our...
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away.
Yummy snack!
Shine down!
What's next for you?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine in a day or two.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a home...
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. On the off chance something like that worked. But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people and... I guess you're right.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met.
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients. So can't you
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks.
Who wants to be like her? Overcome?
That's just not true.
You think I don't have proof?
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just...
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. We're family. I can't help it if...
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down. So we'll always have our differences.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize...
Be my guest. Come on. See you later, Traveler and Paimon.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
Bye, you two. Take...
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right? Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go.
Sorry for popping up out of nowhere.
Why do you look so awkward?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and...
Awesome! Just give us your orders!
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to...
Oh, yeah. You mentioned how Auroron is always... Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we...
I agree with your hypothesis. And Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Night...
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe.
I'm surprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he... all these years of calling me Granny.
Don't say that! Your tribe all...
You're right. Seeing him come back he's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for... Besides, Auroron is my apprentice.
Wait, what do you say?
Look, remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? And this gem is what makes the talisman. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't, but I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much...
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem.
The kid thinks he can take me on?
That's amazing, Seat Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we... I know he thinks of me as his grandma.
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the...
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Yeah, you're right.
You're just making it worse, Traveler.
I need to look at his memory. I don't care. And I won't blink.
You sure you'll be okay? We can come with...
Did you just say... you'll...
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because...
You... Fine. You can come.
Don't worry, we're professional adventurers.
Then I place my trust... All right, time to sneak into someone else... you heard it here first. Are you ready?
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future. And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
Can't complain. What you up to? Naming your vegetables again?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating. What did they say?
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Only if you're offering. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a Saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over.
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to... I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadow.
Hey, have you seen that strange group?
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're... If you run into them...
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's...
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying, and now he's leaving? He gave up just like that? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Citlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. They've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of invasion.
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord!
Ignore him. He is no threat.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also familiar in some way. I can't describe it.
What is it?
My lord, I feel dizzy.
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? Is he sending those escaped souls back into the ley lines? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related to why he's searching for Granny.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight. However, there's no reason to over-engage. Information is our first priority.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care? It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain. Never heard of him before. And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual. Oh, what is he gonna do?
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately if this fails.
Yes, sir!
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there. What does he want with her?
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly wish to do this?
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Then speak. What do you want?
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is planning. Can she really save us? The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So I felt like I had to help you.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize that.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Citlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what that means?
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe, just maybe, you can show me the way.
Strange? Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly, someone capable of communicating with the Wyab, and the Wyab are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable than I imagined. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan. I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem. By reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
traveler, Paimon. Are you two alright?
Paimon's fine, just,
Of course. I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do. He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants. I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Anyway...
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to... What does it even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe?
The loom of fate?
It's kind of hard to explain. Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines...
Which means... the captain has been honest from...
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natland?
Yes. She needs to know about this. Now.